The idea of a real sports automobile is under pressure in 2026. There are less and fewer manuals. Engines that don't use forced induction are becoming less common. Prices are going up quicker than performance. And yet, even with all the marketing, hoopla, and badge inflation, there are still computers that give real speed, real feedback, and measurable performance without going into exotic money. This list is not about status. It's not about brand worship. It's about engineering, driver engagement, performance per dollar, and measurable capability. From lightweight, rear-drive roadsters to rally-bred, all-wheel drive weapons, and yes, a V8 that still exists under $50,000. These are the 10 best sports cars you can buy new in 2026. We start small, light, and honest, and we end with something that may not exist much longer. Number 10, 2026 Mazda 5 Miata. Mazda's MX-5 Miata continues to prove a point the industry often forgets. Power is optional, balance is not. The engine compartment houses a 2.0-liter naturally aspirated Skyactiv G 4-cylinder engine that produces around 181 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque. Power is transmitted only to the vehicle's back wheels via a 6-speed manual or automatic transmission, whichever is available. On paper, these statistics look to be quite low. When implemented, they are more than sufficient. With a curb weight of slightly more than 2,400 pounds, the Miata can achieve 0 to 60 miles per hour times in the range of 5 seconds when launched strongly with the manual transmission. These findings are consistent with the most recent instrumented testing of the generation now in use. The Miata is distinguished by its capacity to communicate rather than its ability to go in a straight path. A double wishbone front suspension, a limited slip differential, available on higher model levels, and Mazda's kinematic posture control system all work together to prevent body roll and rear wheel loading when cornering. As the car enters a bend while trail braking, the chassis remains balanced and predictable. Rather than self-correcting faults using electronic techniques, the automobile responds to those inputs. The Miata's interior is purposely minimalistic. This option includes a small steering wheel, snug bucket seats, and an 8.8-inch touchscreen display that supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There is no unnecessary insulation, no overly huge screens, and no attempt to divert attention away from driving. By lowering the top, it transforms into a weekend toy. With the top up, it is possible to live there on a daily basis if you pack lightly. For 2026, early pricing reports suggest a starting price of around $31,000 in the United States, keeping the Miata one of the purest performance per dollar options on the market. We begin with a car that proves you don't need big numbers to feel alive. But the cars ahead prove something else entirely. Number 9, 2026 Toyota GR86. The Toyota GR86 exists as a direct counterargument to forced induction excess. The engine is a naturally aspirated boxer, 4-cylinder with a capacity of 2.4 liters, located low in the chassis. It produces 228 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. Power is transferred to the rear wheels via one of two transmissions, a 6-speed manual or an optional automatic. When given a firm launch, GR86 models with a manual transmission can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 6.1 seconds. However, linear performance is not the primary goal here. Because of the low-mounted boxer engine, the GR86's center of gravity is substantially lower, allowing the car to spin nicely through curves rather than pushing wide. A Torsen-style limited slip differential, rear-wheel drive, and permissive stability control calibration enable meaningful slip angle exploration without the need for immediate electronic intervention. The 2026 Yuzu Special Edition includes important gear and is intended for drivers looking for the factory-back track capability. This includes Sachs dampers, Brembo brakes, and summer tires with a diameter of 18 inches, transforming the vehicle into a track machine that is like new. Inside, the layout remains basic and centrally centered. Supportive seats, a clear digital instrument cluster with GR graphics, and an 8-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto all contribute to daily usability. All of these features are intended to improve the experience without diminishing it. Pricing for 2026 starts at approximately $30,800, with premium trims around $33,400 and the Yuzu Special Edition landing in the high $37,000 range. This is the clean mechanical driver's choice. The next car is something your insurance company hopes you never notice. Number 8, 2026 Volkswagen Golf GTI. On paper, the Golf GTI looks responsible. On a back road, it is anything but. The turbocharged EA8 8.8 four-cylinder engine, with a size of 2.0 liters, generates 241 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque. The vehicle under consideration's front wheels are powered by a 7-speed DSG dual-clutch transmission and an electronically controlled VAQ limited slip differential. Independent testing of the current model showed that it takes around 5.6 seconds to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour. These values will remain relevant because the 2026 model will have the same powertrain. The GTI's true strength is its ability to express speed while maintaining control. Rather than allowing understeer to take the lead, the sport suspension, VAQ differential, available DCC adaptive chassis control collaborate to actively bring the nose toward the apex when the car is under power. This allows drivers to use the throttle earlier without overloading the front tires. Strong brakes and a finely adjusted chassis allow for a consistent speed that is substantially faster than the bulk of front-drive vehicles. Embracing its legacy, the GTI's interior boasts tartan-inspired seats, a steering wheel with thick rims, a 12.9-inch touchscreen, and digital instruments capable of displaying boost pressure, temperatures, and drive modes directly in front of the driver. For 2026, pricing starts at approximately $34,590 in the US. If you value speed, feedback, and value over badges, this channel exists for you. Number 7, 2026 BMW 230i Coupe. BMW's 230i Coupe may be the entry point to the brand's coupe lineup, but it does not behave like an entry-level car. A 2.0-liter twin-power turbo four-cylinder engine is responsible for the power, and is capable of producing 255 horsepower and up to 295 pound-feet of torque by itself. An 8-speed automatic transmission is used to transmit power to the rear wheels, while xDrive all-wheel drive is available for use in regions with colder temperatures of the world. There have been independent tests that have reported launches as fast as 5.1 seconds, and BMW claims that its 0 to 60 miles per hour timings fall somewhere in the low to middle 5-second range. Behavior of the chassis is where the value lies. A balanced and predictable reaction is achieved by the utilization of a solid body construction, a nearly perfect weight distribution, and the M Sport suspension, which is an optional feature. The vehicle is able to withstand understeer without any drama. The rear spins willingly, and the turn-in is exceptionally accurate. The M Sport brakes and summer tires that are available as an option offer a steady stopping performance, even when subjected to repeated severe driving. From the inside, the 230i provides genuine luxury for a kid. It is both engaging and functional, thanks to a curved BMW display that runs iDrive 8, supportive sport seats, high-quality materials, and a rear seat that folds up. For 2026, pricing starts at approximately $42,900, delivering authentic rear-drive BMW dynamics without M-car pricing. That's the car you take to dinner. The next one is for weather, roads, and decisions gone wrong. Number 6, 2026 Subaru WRX. The WRX remains the most rally-inspired car on this list. The Subaru Performance transmission, or a 6-speed manual transmission, can be used to transfer power from a 2.4-liter turbocharged boxer 4-cylinder engine, producing 271 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque, to the symmetrical all-wheel drive system and the Subaru Performance transmission. The time it takes to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour is estimated to be between 5.4 and 5.8 seconds, depending on trim level and transmission. Traction and resilience are the items you are purchasing. All-wheel drive as standard, active torque vectoring, and track-tuned suspension allow for aggressive throttle application on wet, broken, or frigid conditions. To finally bring the chassis capability in line with the engine output, the TS and Series, Yellow versions include STI-adjusted adaptive dampers, Brembo brakes, and 19-inch performance tires. The WRX maintains its practicality on the inside with a 4-door layout, a usable trunk, and a massive touchscreen positioned in portrait format that can handle navigation, media, and drive modes. Pricing for 2026 is expected to start in the high $30,000 range, with most trims staying well under $45,000. Number 5. 2026 Hyundai Elantra N. The Elantra N looks unassuming. Underneath it is not. The power comes from a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with 276 horsepower and 289 pound-feet of torque. This engine is paired with either a 6-speed manual or an 8-speed wet dual-clutch gearbox. Boost hits early and retains its ferocity, making the acceleration from 40 to 80 miles per hour feel far more expensive than the badge suggests. The N-specific suspension keeps the body under control while also preventing it from becoming harsh. The electronic limited slip differential allows for earlier throttle application, while the large front brakes keep the vehicle constant even after several hot laps. When you enable N mode, the exhaust will emit crackles and overrun, turning every on-ramp into an event. When compared to a commuter sedan, the inside is more suggestive of a touring car, with deep bucket seats, dual 10.25-inch monitors, and dedicated performance pages. Pricing for the US sits in the mid $30,000 range, a figure the 2026 model is expected to maintain. Number 4. 2026 Toyota GR Corolla. The GR Corolla is Toyota's rally experiment made street legal. The 1.6-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder G16EGTS engine produces 300 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque in total. Toyota's GR4 all-wheel drive system distributes power to all 4 wheels, and torque splits can be changed to meet the driver's needs. The standard transmission is a 6-speed manual. An 8-speed automatic with specific launch control will be added to the lineup in 2026. In independent testing, the time it takes to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour is about 4 seconds, and the powertrain has not changed. The inclusion of adhesive bonding enhances the structural integrity of the 2026 model, as well as the rear grip and steering feel. All Torsen limited slip differentials, both front and rear, come as standard. Pricing starts at $39,920, with premium trims pushing just under $49,200. Number 3. 2026 Nissan Zeed. The Nissan Zeed sticks to a simple formula: rear-wheel drive, long hood, real power. The only gearbox that comes standard on this vehicle is a 6-speed manual, and it is powered by a 2.0-liter turbocharged VTEC 4-cylinder engine that is capable of producing 315 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. Brembo brakes, adjustable dampers, a mechanical limited slip differential, and dual co-axis front suspension are some of the components that contribute to the creation of one of the most disciplined chassis that is now available for purchase. Pricing starts at $42,970, making it one of the cheapest ways into a 400 horsepower rear-drive sports coupe. Number 2, 2026 Honda Civic Type R. Front-wheel drive perfected. It is solely equipped with a 6-speed manual transmission and features a 2.0-liter turbocharged VTEC 4-cylinder engine that generates 315 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. Brembo brakes, adjustable dampers, a mechanical limited slip differential, and dual-axis front suspension combine to create one of the most disciplined chassis on the market today. Pricing ranges from $45,900 to $47,000. Number 1, 2026 Ford Mustang GT, the last affordable V8. Approximately 480 horsepower and 415 pound-feet of torque are generated by a naturally aspirated Coyote V8 engine that is 5.0 liters in capacity and is mated with either a 6-speed manual or a 10-speed automatic transmission. 0 to 60 miles per hour arrives in the low 4-second range. Starting price? Approximately $48,555. 8 cylinders, rear drive, manual option, under $50,000. Do you agree with number 1? Drop your pick in the comments, and if you care about real performance over hype, subscribe. Thanks for watching.